Good morning, week 10 of the Art Body watercolour class. Hope you're still doing okay. I am a bit wet, went for a dog walk this morning, got absolutely soaked, but apart from that, I'm fine. I enjoyed the stones last week, caused quite a lot of jollity on some of the shapes of the stones, looking like peanuts, some of the shells looking like hearts and bats, but a really good exercise, I think. Quite good to sort of knock everything back and be quite simplistic. So yeah, I enjoyed that. This week, glass, and it's really a lesson in observation. I've really quite enjoyed doing this class. I do quite like detailed things, that's probably why. So I did two quite neat versions of glass and then a very loose version. Now glass is more complex than you think it is. There's so much going on. So you really do have to look very carefully. I started off quite simply by doing a marble, and that was lovely. Draw around something to create the shape of the marble. It's a lot easier. Found that Viridian green is a really good colour for this marble. A very, very pale wash of Viridian green. I am using masking fluid to produce some of the highlights. But yeah, I quite like that. I only did one, you could do 2 or 3 if you want. Then I progressed to do onto a wine glass. So a lot of detail in this little bit down here. Very, very darks and very lights, and although I don't see the background in this picture, you can see the colour that it would have been. You can add the background if you want to, I didn't. And a very watery effect. I found that watercolour works really well with glass. Just because it becomes, it can become slightly abstract within it, and quite loose, like a wet and wet feel really works well, I think. So after doing those really sort of like tight, detailed paintings, I thought I'm going to try and do a loose one. So out of this array of bottles, I just chose 3 of them to create quite a loose picture. Quite pleased with this, might even get it framed. I really enjoyed doing this. Really loose wet background. Wasn't too worried about the really sharp edges. I did put masking fluid in, but I softened the edges and put lots of darks and lights in it, and I think you can still see that it's glass, even though it's a totally different technique. So I would suggest, if you want to have a go doing it loose, do. If not, try and do it a bit more detailed, like this sort of thing, or something in between. You could just try one bottle. You could do the whole lot if you wanted to. It's really up to you. Be interesting to see what you come up with, or just choose a bottle that you've got at home, or and have a look through that. But remember, you can see all the way through it, and so I think that's what's interesting about glass. Anyway, I've enjoyed this week. I hope you will, and I'll look forward to seeing what you produce, especially if you do some loose ones. Anyway, have a good week, enjoy your painting, and I'll see you next time. Bye.